Well, recap is one of the least used, most overlooked, yet most important tools that you have. So when you get to the end of your sponsorship, what you want to do is get in front of your sponsor as soon as possible, usually 2 or 3 weeks, with a recap of what you provided. So it's a good example. You talked about benefits. Well, here's the benefits we promised you we were going to provide, and here's what we did. So if you had a marketing campaign in the buildup, you describe what the outreach was, how many people you touched, how much interaction you had on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, as well as how many people attended, how many people clicked on links, all of those kinds of things. And you put that in front of them in order to demonstrate that you performed what you said you were going to do. Now, why is that important? It's important because number one, it lets the sponsor know that you're interested in how they did. And there's an awful lot of properties that, it's sort of like, well, I got my money now, let's do this and move on to the next, fundraising opportunity. If you go back to them and prove to them it worked, you're going to have an opportunity for a discovery call. Now, you may find out they're really happy, and there's your opportunity right then to open the conversation about the next sponsorship opportunity. Or you might find out that they were, and probably surprised you, they were disappointed in something. So you can get in front of that right then. What a lot of people do is they don't do anything, and then they wait until they're starting to sign up sponsors for the next year's event. And they, call the contact at the previous sponsor, and they find out that they were not happy. Well, you've let, 6 months, 8 months, 10 months go by, and they weren't happy. And then meanwhile, they've been getting pitches from other groups and so on. So there's a lot of data around that shows that actually the most satisfied customers in general are customers who have had a problem, but it was addressed quickly and well. Because, when things are going smoothly, that's great, but it's what do you do if things don't go smoothly? Do you provide make goods? Do you let them know you're concerned? How are you going to take care of them? And once you have that connection, and I use customers because the data is mostly from, retail environments, but it applies with sponsors as well. If you are, make it clear that, everybody messes up once in a while, but if you've messed up and you fix it gladly, willingly, happily, and they didn't have to bring it to your attention, you're going to have a very loyal partner.
Yeah, I think if you put it in the context of, like, let's say you're sitting at a restaurant and you have a less than stellar experience, and the manager comes to your table and says, "Hey, how are things tonight, folks?" And you say, "Well, not so great," and they have the opportunity to address it right there versus, you getting an email from them a month down the road, and it's like, well, forget you, I've already had that bad experience. So